Tonight, the Arctic has vanished beneath the storm. And somewhere below the snow, one family is running out of time. Their only safe shelter is now being buried alive. For the smallest cub, the cold is already becoming dangerous. Luna can do only one thing: stay close and share her warmth. Their father fights to keep the last airway open. Their father fights to keep the last airway open. But the weight above them is becoming impossible to hold. By morning, their home and their family could disappear beneath the snow. But earlier that day, the world was peaceful and bright. Only hours earlier, the Arctic morning had seemed peaceful. Luna and Niko were still discovering a world that felt endless. For now, every drift was a playground, and every movement beneath it, a mystery. But their mother was listening to something beyond the valley. Then the wind changed, carrying the cold scent of an approaching storm. Beyond the ridge, the longest storm of the winter was already moving toward them. The first warning was written across the snow. Across the valley, other animals were already leaving. Within minutes, the vast Arctic grew strangely quiet. Their father could no longer follow the scents beneath the wind. Aila called the cubs back before the weather could separate them. The air was cooling faster than the cubs could understand. And then they saw it, the massive storm moving across the valley. With little time remaining, the family began preparing their only shelter. The snow above them had to remain strong enough to carry the weight of the storm. Aila checked every chamber, searching for the safest place to protect her cubs. The deepest chamber offered more protection, but only if the entrance remained open. To Luna and Niko, the urgent preparations still felt like another game. The family had food, but not enough for a storm that might last for days. Their time outside was over. The storm reached them before the family was fully underground. Only a few meters separated the cubs from safety. But Niko was too small to fight the wind. Then one powerful gust tore him away from the family. Aila could no longer see him. She could only listen. Every second alone exposed the cub to colder air and deeper snow. She found him only moments before the storm erased everything. They reached the den just before the Arctic sealed the world behind them. Niko was safe inside, but the cold had followed him into the den. Outside, the relentless storm made hunting absolutely impossible for the parents. The family had only a few frozen remains left. The parents gave the first and largest pieces to their cubs. For a growing cub, the small portion was not enough. Luna surrendered part of her meal so her brother could keep his strength. Even an experienced hunter could not find prey in a world without sight or scent. With no way to hunt, the family could only stay still and wait. The weight of the storm was beginning to break the den apart.
Move! Move now!
Papa?
Help!
Get out of here, quickly! In seconds, part of their shelter disappeared beneath the snow. Aila moved the cubs into the final space the storm had not yet reached. Now even the passage carrying fresh air was beginning to close. The storm was cutting the family off from the entrance. Another collapse missed the cubs by only seconds. Their father opened one small gap, the only connection left to the outside world. The den had nearly collapsed. One chamber and one fragile airway were all the family had left. The coldest hour arrived when the family had almost nothing left to give. Niko no longer had enough strength to hold his own body warm. Luna pressed closer, giving her brother the little warmth she still carried. Their mother turned her own body into another wall against the cold. Their father sealed the final gap, taking the cold against his own body. Together, 4 bodies became one shelter and one source of heat. Start narrator. Then, for the first time all night, the wind began to lose its voice. After the longest night, the Arctic suddenly became silent. Then, a thin line of daylight reached the chamber. Their father began reopening the path the storm had taken away. Aila joined him while the cubs waited in the final chamber behind them. At last, the wall of snow gave way. The storm was gone, but the world outside had changed completely. For Luna and Niko, the first step into the new world was still waiting. For Luna, the world beyond the den felt completely new. And for Niko, every step proved that he had survived. The storm had erased every trail the family once knew. Beneath the fresh snow, the cubs found the chance to play. They were hungry, exhausted, and surrounded by a changed world, but they were together. Through the longest Arctic night, the family survived together.